And welcome back to 41 Today. If you want to be healthier this year, we have some great advice for you. Your digestive health is very important, and 41 NBC's Taylor Terrell has more on what you can do to keep it healthy.
With the holidays behind us and the new year in full swing, most of us have made New Year's resolutions. And within a month, some of these 2015 changes will be forgotten. Now, in order to get your health back on track, just in case you ever lost it, Dr. Rashini Raj joins us to talk more about the importance of digestive health. Welcome, Dr. Raj.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
Absolutely. So, Dr. Raj, why should people make improving digestive health one of their top New Year's resolutions and stick to it?
Well, your digestive health, or the state of your gastrointestinal tract, is extremely important in terms of your overall health and your overall well-being. If you're not feeling well in your tummy, chances are you're not going to be feeling well in general. And I think people often at this time of year prioritize how they look or their waistline, but they're not really focusing on what's going on inside. And you know, some people are experiencing GI symptoms, things like bloating, gas, or diarrhea, and they're not either paying attention to it or they're not talking to their doctor about it. And that's a mistake, because those symptoms could be a sign of an underlying GI condition. EPI, for example, could be causing it. That's exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. And so I just really encourage people to pay attention to their bodies, how they're feeling, focus on their digestion, and speak to their doctor about it.
All right, so speak to your doctor. And why are some people sometimes reluctant to visit their doctor with their digestive problems?
Well, this is a subject that many people find embarrassing to discuss, and women in particular may think it's not ladylike to talk about things like going to the bathroom too frequently, but we really have to put that out of our minds and really be open and honest with our doctor as much as possible. I guarantee you your doctor has heard it before and they won't be embarrassed by what you're discussing, so you really want to partner with them and give them all the information they need to make you feel better. And sometimes it's helpful to do some of your own research. There's a website, identifyepi.com, that talks a lot about these symptoms and what they may mean. So it's important to pay attention, don't ignore these things because you're embarrassed, and speak to your doctor.
So you mentioned EPI. What exactly is EPI? Who could have EPI? And what are some of the common symptoms associated with it?
Sure. So EPI stands for exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. And what that means is the pancreas is not producing enough digestive enzymes, which help you normally digest your food. So if you're not digesting your food well, the symptoms could be bloating, gas, urgency, diarrhea, sometimes even unexplained weight loss. It really can occur with anyone, male or female. It's sometimes associated with other conditions of the pancreas, such as inflammation of the pancreas, which we call pancreatitis. But these are symptoms that also could be signs of other conditions. It's really important to speak to your doctor and really tease out what's going on for your individual case.
So what are a few steps some people can take to have better control of their digestive health in 2015?
Sure. Well, stress management is a big one. There is this mind-gut connection that we talk about a lot, where the same chemicals that are released in our brain when we're anxious or upset can really dramatically affect the movement or just the function of our GI tract. So it's very important to manage your stress, whether that's with exercise or meditation or yoga. All these things can really help. Keeping a food journal, I think, is a great idea for anyone with digestive symptoms, or even if you're trying to lose weight, because it really helps you draw some correlations between whether certain foods are triggering symptoms, or just makes you kind of more accountable for what's going into your body. So I think that's important. Now, dieting is a big topic this time of year, but I really think it's important to talk to your doctor before you cut out any specific food. And that's because some of the testing that your doctor may want to do in the future can be affected if you've already cut out certain foods. It may not be as accurate. So before eliminating things, talk to your doctor about those kinds of diets. And then also, when you're talking about New Year's resolutions and health goals for the year, you want to make sure that this is something you can actually achieve. As you said in the beginning, many people kind of let those goals fall by the wayside in a few months, and you don't want that to be you. So make these goals more long-term goals, as opposed to, I want to feel better or lose a ton of weight in the next month. You have to make it more of a long-term goal, and you want to take small steps to achieve that, the first of which I think is talking to your doctor.
All right, so talking to our doctors. Well, Dr. Raj, you've given us a lot of helpful tips. Where can people go if they want to find more information?
They can go to identifyepi.com, and of course their doctor's office as well.
All right, well, thank you so much for sharing all of this information with us and helping us to refocus our 2015 health resolutions.